Loso was mad, wasn't it? Let's get into why. Let's get into the mess, y'all. And what's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What's going on, you guys? Now, before we get into today's mess, let me let you guys know what we got coming up. Now, y'all do know that today is Hump Day, which means that every Hump Day we have a brand new episode of Roaster Review, which features Scotty by Nature TV, giving you the real tea, and Josiah's World TV Media. Tonight, we will be on my platform at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time as we talk about last Friday's episode of Belle Collective. So make sure you guys tune in to that. Now, being that I will be in Houston this weekend visiting Josiah, I won't be doing my Belle Collective review on Friday night like I normally do. Terrence will be doing his on Friday night instead. However, I'll be doing my Belle Collective review early on Saturday morning. So make sure you guys tune in for that, okay? It'll be early Saturday morning when I do my Belle Collective review. And then on Sunday afternoon, I'll be doing my review for Love and Marriage Huntsville in the afternoon because I'll be back home by then. And later on that night, you'll be getting a review of Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? So with that being said, that's pretty much all of the church announcements that we got for today. So we're going to go ahead and get into the mess, y'all, okay? So first things first. So we're going to get into some Belle Collective tea because y'all do know I'm just going to go on and say it. I ain't trying to be cocky or nothing like that. But I feel don't nobody review Belle Collective the way that Scotty by Nature reviews. No, not Scotty by Nature review. Don't nobody review Belle Collective like Scotty by Nature TV does because I just feel like that's my show. I know that there's people out there that got like way more views than me that review this show, but I just feel like that's my show to review because I'm from there and I know a whole lot of stuff. And trust me, we got a whole lot of tea to get into with this show. You're going to get another video on Friday. Okay, I got a video coming out Friday where I give y'all some more tea that don't nobody know about because through the streets of Potomac, ain't no cast member told me this shit, but somebody in the streets told me about this shit, okay? So y'all stay tuned for that on Friday. But anyway, we're about to go ahead and get into this. Now, on Monday nights, just like we do our Whether You Like It or Not panels every Monday night, y'all do know that Carlos King does his Messy Mondays every Monday night. And he has different cast members from his own shows on that. He'll have a person from LAMH and then he'll have a person from Belle Collective on there at the same time. Well, Monday night he had Maurice on there, Maurice Scott from Love and Marriage Huntsville. He also had So Gucci Sophia Shante from Belle Collective on the show. Okay. But in the midst of them in the midst of them doing an interview with Carlos King and So Gucci had an uneasy exchange when the subject of Selena Johnson, who is JJ's ex-wife, being on the show and the whole fight that happened between So Gucci and Selena and how So Gucci really felt about production, Carlos, and everybody involved, including cast members and things like that. Now, the live was deleted. Soon after the live was over, Carlos took the live down. So I don't know where that damn live is. You know what I mean? Because I was ready to take the part that I needed so we could talk about the shit. But the live is gone. But however, there's a YouTuber out there by the name of Shows, Style, and Spirit. She did a video about this situation and she has some audio from the particular interview. Now, what I'm going to tell y'all is the exchange between So Gucci and Carlos King is very much so uneasy. So Gucci kept it all the way 100 about her feelings and how she felt about the situation, but Carlos wasn't having it. So we're going to get into what was being said and then we'll be right back with my commentary. So let's get into this uneasy exchange between So Gucci and Carlos King.
Carlos, I really felt disrespected. I did have a no contact order with Selena, which ended, I think, October the 2nd this year. And the producer was sneaking around them and I just to be honest with you, we gonna keep it 100. I just feel like I was on a platform where I thought I was protected, but I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that from your crew. I didn't feel protected, and it kind of confused me a little bit, And I was
like, to feel protected because at the end of the day, you knew she was coming on the show.
Let me answer. I understand.
Let me ask you though. You told me ask you.
Yeah.
You knew she was coming on the show. Right.
No, let me tell you how I found out she was on the show. Actually, let me tell you.
Well,
they were filming the baby shower, and Latrice posted a picture on social media where they were actually at the baby shower. I said, they're filming the baby shower? I didn't know that. Maybe some of the other Bells knew, but I didn't know.
Listen, there was a conversation about her joining the show. You knew about her joining the show. And at the end of the day, when it came for y'all to be in the same room, we understood about this no contact order. But we also knew too that when it came to y'all being in the same space, that we were going to respect the boundaries of that. And that's why when you left the improv class, you left and Letitia went after you to try to get you to stay. And I'm not going to give away what happened the rest of the season, but I do think at the end of the day, there is some sort of accountability on your part that should be there based on you really, let's be real here, you really wanted to figure things out with her. And you really did regret what happened when it was revealed how, you made that comment, the drink was thrown, all that stuff. So when it came to that, that is what happened. And we also had security there too. So again, you were in a situation blindly, but I also understand that at the end of the day, you, JJ, and Selena do have this history. And I am aware that what Dustin said too, that you also said that's your husband, and no shade, you're married. You're gonna ride for your husband, and that's all fine and dandy. But again, I'm not gonna give away what happened the rest of the season. But there is a beautiful moment between the two of you that was captured in real time that you initiated. And what I also think too is, look, I know you have no desire to have Selena on the show, and that's fine. But I also think you have to go home to your husband. Okay? And that's why we got that addressed. And you and Selena had this amazing moment that I'm not going to give away. Things did change once you had the conversation, but that's later in the season. Mm-hmm. But we get into it at the reunion too. So, that is the reality of this. But I want to hear from Maurice because at the end of the day, Maurice is also somebody that on the show felt the need to really showcase his blended family.
So that was the uneasy exchange between So Gucci and Carlos King. Now, this is what I'm gonna say about it. As much as I, because I like So Gucci for the most part. Don't get me wrong, everybody knows that. But y'all know I'm an equal opportunity drag. I'm gonna drag everybody, even if I think that they on some bullshit, they're gonna get drugged. Like y'all know this. But I do think that it was kind of unfair, in my opinion, for Carlos King to get all up in his feelings about said situation, because at the end of the day, if she felt unprotected, that's her feeling. She felt unprotected, and there's nothing that you can say nor do to make her feel any different about that. Those are her feelings. If she felt that way, then she felt that way. You feel what I'm saying? Like what gives? What do you mean? And as much as I feel like she needs to take some form of accountability for her part in that fight between her and Selena, I just feel like at the end of the day, if a person is on your show and they're coming there to give you a good show as a producer, make you look good, because at the end of the day, they're doing all the work. You sitting back looking at the edits, or you making the executive decisions in the background, but they are giving you the show. They're doing all the heavy lifting. They're making you look good by doing this show. So I just feel like She should have a right to speak her mind. And I just felt like in that particular moment, you shut her out and you shut her down, and you shouldn't have. You made yourself look completely controlling, and that you don't want nobody saying shit to you about what you be having going on. And I just think that's some bullshit, in my opinion. If she felt unprotected, then nigga, she felt unprotected. There's nothing that you can say about that to make her feel any different about that. She got every right to. But what you got to understand is by you, and then you dismissed her concerns. You could have at least taken some form of accountability about the decision that you fucking made when she was sitting up there. That's what I believe. I felt like you could have allowed her to feel her feelings. You could have allowed her to say what she had to say instead of dismissing it and then cutting her off and pivot so fast to Maurice when we really didn't care about what he was talking about. But I just felt like she had a valid point. And Carlos, because you know I support you and shade you at the same time. We already had this conversation. But what I'm going to tell you is this. The woman had a no contact order. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she had a no contact order. So I feel like, yeah, this is a reality show. But if a person got a no contact order, you need to abide by that no contact order. She's not supposed to be in the same room with that lady. Let's be honest. She's not supposed to be in the same room with that lady. So you cannot force that if it's on legal papers that there's a no contact order. She can't be anywhere near Selena. And, you know, we could all sit up here and say, well, you know, so Gucci only did that to keep Selena off the show. Yeah, we all feel like she did that. And I ain't going to sit up here and disagree with that. I do think that's why she did that. No lies. Like, that's just my opinion. I do feel like she definitely filed papers so that lady won't be on this show. And that's true. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I feel. So, but at the same point in time, you know, it's just that I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. But it's just like, it's like you don't do yourself no favors, because so many different women have come out and said that they don't feel protected by you. Like Monique says she don't feel protected. Mel says she don't feel protected. Winter has come out and said she didn't feel protected. Even Ashley Silver has come out and said certain things about the way the shows are being ran by you. Candy has come out, and Candy Burrs was the first to come out and say certain shit. You know what I mean? I think there was a situation with Elise Neal that came out where a light fixture fell on her damn head and something like that, and y'all expected her to keep filming Hollywood Divas. It was a lot that went down with you and your shows. And I ain't trying to shit on you. I'm just telling you what the patterns are looking like. There's way too many people saying the same damn thing about you, Carlos. And you're not doing yourself any favors, because when I watched this shit, I was watching this shit before we went on our panel. I was watching this shit, and the look on your face and how red you was pissed. You was mad as a muff because she put your ass on blast in front of everybody. And I get it. Nobody wants to be blasted. Nobody wants to be blasted in the least bit. But baby, she blasted your ass. And that's just something that you got to accept and understand. She blasted you, but I don't think that was her purpose, or that was something that she was trying to do. But y'all was sitting there having a dialogue, and you always are the first one to say in your interviews, okay, let's have a real conversation. You be the main one to be like, okay, girl, let's have a real conversation. Yes, king of reality TV. Yes, let's have a conversation, because you know I love all the girls. Let's have a real conversation with the force multiplier. And you're a good supporting star, and you're the star. And I've been saying you're a star from all along, but let's have a real conversation, girl. Let's have a real conversation. Yes. So when she was trying to have a real conversation with you right then, you didn't want to have no real conversation. You shut her out. And it was completely disrespectful, to be honest. It was disrespectful as fuck, Carlos. I can't let you get away with that. It was disrespectful as hell for you to do that. You feel what I'm saying? It was very disrespectful. No. You don't shut me out when I'm trying to tell you what was going on with me and how I felt in that moment. She got every right to feel that way. She was the one who got her ass kicked, not you. So, and then, well, you knew she was coming on the show. It doesn't matter, Carlos. if you're going to have a show and you're going to have a cast, you got to make sure these people feel protected. You got to make sure these people feel comfortable. That's all I'm saying. Too many people have come out and said the same shit about you, and it don't look good for you. Ignoring it ain't gonna do shit. Like, come on now, bruh. Too many people have come out and said some of the same shit about you. Like I said, it goes all the way back to Elise Neal. It goes all the way back to Candy. It goes back to Melody. It goes back to So Gucci. It goes back to Winter. It goes back to Monique, Ashley, all these, Sherelle, all these different people on your shows that you giving them opportunities to be on TV. They all keep coming out saying the same thing. So in hindsight, Carlos, when you got so many people saying the exact same thing over and over and over again, it makes one believe, are they lying or are they telling the truth? Because everybody can't be saying the same thing and they lying about it. I know folks lie. Some folks like to jump on hate trains and push narratives and shit like that. People do that. But in this instance, I'm not too sure about that. And I don't always agree with So Gucci on everything. But if the girl said she felt unprotected and she didn't feel protected, she didn't feel like you had her back, she felt like you failed her in a sense when it came down to the no contact order and she was forced to be around and all this other stuff. If that's how she felt, you need to abide by that shit. That's how I feel. You need to abide by that. Listen to her, hear her out. And by you deleting that live, it didn't do you no favors. By you editing certain shit out of certain interviews that you do with these folks, don't do you no favors because it's like you're trying to hide something. That's not the best way to go, Carlos. I'm just being honest with you. But that's pretty much all I got for that, though. So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all agree with So Gucci? Do y'all think that she's playing the victim? Do you think that Carlos was in the right in this situation? Or do you think that he was in the wrong? Let's talk about it down below. With that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here, and I will see you guys on Roaster Review. Bye.
Leave the money on the dresser. Deep throat, use a lot of spit, make it messy. Slap it across your face, pull it out, put it back in. They call you gooseneck, cause she can make her throat big. Lock jaw, baby, gon' lax your muscles. You bought your best friend, shit, shorty, what you up to? Take one for the team and support your best friend. Show me how you eat that dick up on your knees with no hands. In your mouth like a motherfucking dentist. Dick move in like a motherfucking tenant. I get that bread, get that head, then I dash. I get my nut, then get back to the bag. And double back, hell nah, you ain't finished. Wanna feel the back to your throat, let me in it. Choke up on this dick, bitch, who you coughing at? Doobie 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 doobie, come and get this Scooby snack.
Bite the